Before your first drive, you naturally want to be comfortable in your seat. So, to adjust this, you have a control element on the side of the door where you can adjust some basic settings. To access even further controls, you can press the seat setting button on the door panel, which will take you to the center instrument display with even more configurable options. With the multifunction seats, you get access to even more controls. In the center instrument display, you can now adjust your backrest width and your lumbar support. Once you're comfortable, you can save your configuration to one of the two presets in the center instrument display. We recommend that you do this because this will be linked to your BMW ID. So anytime you enter the car, the seat will be adjusted for you. Now that you're comfortable in the car, it's time to adjust the climate control to your personal preference. You have two physical controls on the center console, but apart from that, every setting has to be done in the center instrument display. And to access this, you can press the climate control settings button. Once inside, we see that we get a lot of information and a lot of configurability. We can choose to turn the system off or on, switch between manual and automatic mode, our area circulation settings, your AC on and off, and your max AC on and off. You also get a status for your filtered air in the car. For the first time in a BMW, the vents are digitally controllable. This means that you have to use the center instrument display to adjust the direction of the vents. But we have of course taken this to a completely new level. There are a few presets for the direction of the air vents. You can choose to have them free, direct meaning onto you, indirect meaning away from you, and personal. So you can by yourself choose the direction for each and every air vent and save it to your personal setting. The quick access menu is also expanded to give you further controls than we have had previously. Here you can see that apart from the vent direction, you can now also control the fan speed and the max AC on and off. Now that your seat and climate controls are configured, you of course want your mirrors to be aligned. This you can now control with the new control element on the driver's door. If you make any adjustments, make sure to resave your seat position, as this will link the mirror's position to the seats, meaning that anytime you enter your car with your BMW ID, the settings will be automatically applied. Moving on, we would of course like to know where we are going, and what better way than to use BMW maps. The maps are always visible as a backdrop in the center instrument display, and also you can access them through the widget in the bottom bar. Once inside, we see a 3D visualization of our current position, and we now have a drop-down menu which allows you to perform simple searches without the need to use the search functionality. To define a specific destination, you can use the search functionality. Once the destination is typed in, the car will give you automatic suggestions for routes. If there are any charging stops needed along the way, the car will of course plan this in for you according to your preference. Your preferences can be set in the settings menu within BMW Maps. Here, you will also find your option to prefer BMW charging, our own charging network. Now, we want the feel of the car to be according to our preference. This is adjusted within My Modes. We still offer 4 different My Modes. That is Personal, Sport, Efficient, and Silent. To get the most out of your drivetrain settings, we recommend doing it in Personal mode. Once inside, you can select your driving experience to be configured. Here, you will find a few presets for your driving experience. That is Eco, Comfort, Dynamic, and Individual. To get the most out of your settings, we recommend that you're in Individual. Once inside, we see that there are plenty of options to choose from. Once you feel satisfied, there is one more setting that you need to be familiar with. That is within the car settings and in the quick access menu, where you will get recommendations for settings that you might want to do immediately. Here we see that we have the option for hill descent control, something that we're sure that the Norwegians out there will enjoy. Lastly, to make your first drive comfortable, you can always activate driving assistance. This is done through the driving assistance button on the steering wheel. And this car will come with driving assistant plus as standard. This means that you get active cruise control, lane control, and lane guidance as standard. This can all be configured within the settings menu for driving assistance. And if you want to adjust the speed of the car, you do this on the steering wheel with the plus and minus buttons. A soft press increases the speed by 1 km/h and a hard press by 10. This car comes prepared with a level 2 plus system, which means that in select markets, you will be able to drive hands off on the highway for an unlimited period of time. The hardware for this system is built into every car, and once available, you will be able to purchase it from factory or within the Connected Drive store as a Connected Drive upgrade. Now, with all of that configured, you should be ready for your first drive.